The Dragon Boat Festival is one of the 3 major Chinese traditional holidays, falling every year on the 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar calendar. The festival indicates the start of the 5th month during the transitional phase between spring and summer when various diseases began to spread. The ancients believed ghosts and spirits brought about the sicknesses, so they carry small fragrant sachets or hang mugwort and calamus up on their doors to ward off evil spirits and survive the season in peace. An alternate story about the festival was to commemorate the death of Qu Yuan, who lived over 2,000 years ago as a ranking official in the state of Zhou during the Warring State period of the Zhou Dynasty. He was disheartened to see his country in grave danger, but powerless to do much because he was framed by his enemies. Heartbroken and desperate, he committed suicide by drowning himself in the Miluo River on the 5th day of the 5th lunar calendar. To find his body, villagers boated and threw rice and food into the river to prevent fish from eating the deceased. They eventually evolved into the tradition of holding dragon boat races and eating zongzi, an angular rice ravioli wrapped in bamboo leaves on the festival. The boat race from an ethnological perspective is seen as a form of cultural survival, but the race also displays the competitive spirit of the modern-day sports. The event attracts local and international rowing teams to join the fun. Before the races are kicked off, a special ceremony is held to offer prayers to the gods to appease the river and protect the people from misfortunes. After the prayers, the eyes of the dragon are then painted, and the boats are allowed on the river for the race. At the sound of the gun, the teams take off, leaving swooshes of trails on the blue river. The teams row to the rhythm of the drum and paddle in unison to reach for the finish line. While the teams are vying for victory, the zongzi competition is held ashore, with an instructor showing the proper steps to wrap a zongzi.
I think that it was a lot of fun to learn how to make the zongzi. Although this was the 2nd time that I've made the zongzi, I think this is a good example of the Taiwanese cuisine and a traditional Chinese food that I should know how to make.
Foreigners and locals, young and old alike, join the contest to have a blast and cheer for the boat teams. After the zongzis are steamed and unwrapped, people begin to dig in, and amid gales of laughter and folk performances, the event ends on a perfect note. Though Qu Yuan may no longer be the focal point of the holiday, the festival is nevertheless a special feast that's celebrated every year in Taiwan to carry on this wonderful cultural heritage.